a few bits and pieces and it didn't happen, so I do apologise. I have actually just started to fiddle around with some stuff and somehow I've managed to pull a biker off a base. This is going to be fun, so that's going to be re-glued down the track. Rather annoying. But, as I promised, a couple of weeks ago I did say that I would go up with a bit of a showcase in terms of what I was doing with my army that I took to the tournament in Bendigo. So I'm just going to get that out. I'm a little bit stiff and sore. I've actually gone back, and you can hear I'm just scooting around in my desk. Gone back to play some cricket, and I'm really feeling it. So, without further ado, we will get this army up and out in the open. And as you can see, when I pop it down in front of what's going on, I've just taken out all of my models that were in the way because, well, there's not quite as much room. So we'll just get that out of the way for a second, and I'll bring the units around one by one. Maybe I can get a couple out at a time. So as you can see there, we have the Piranha. We have Commander Shadow Sun, which I will bring in a second, but this is the Piranha that I painted and put together for the Bendigo Open. Quite happy. It died quite a lot, but did its job per se in terms of getting done what needed to be done. As you can see here, we have Shadow Sun. Again, you know, done the best I could. Did what she needed to do. I ran 2 broadsides individually, even though I ran them the same as, so this broadside with the smart missile system is how I ran both, even though I do have the plasma cannons on the back of this one. I chose to run it as smart missile systems and just let all my opponents know throughout the weekend that that's exactly what was going on. So yeah. So for those of you who have just joined, which you can see there's a couple there, I'm just talking through my army that I took to Bendigo Open and what I will take to RatCon. As you can see, there's 2 broadsides, which are just going back onto the tray, and I'll bring back Shadow Sun. So here is obviously Shadow Sun. Hello, Daniel. Thank you very much for dropping by, man. Appreciate it. I'm just going through the units that I took to my latest tournament, or the tournament I played in September. And here's the Piranha that I put together and whatnot and painted. I think I did a half decent job. Sometimes feels like it's not the greatest. I have a batch of, like a Gucci case that with the metal trays. So all these guys have got the little magnets on the bottom. I am building another 5 of these. I think I've actually got. Sorry, guys. I had to sneeze for a second. My bad. I've got another. I think it's 6 roughly. Primed. 4 at the moment are in. At least had a coat of paint on them. But yeah, Vespered Stingwing. This is the final, what they finally look like after I painted them. It's will be the same colouring that I will do for the next lot that are in the middle of getting built. I'll wait for the camera to hopefully zoom. Wants to behave itself. No, it's not. For some reason, oh, there we go. My camera is not being very nice. But, yep. There we go. There's your close up, Ezra. But yeah, I did take 5. With the points cuts, there will be 5 more coming. getting painted, which is one of the videos that I've got to do in the next day or so, because I've only got a couple of weeks till I get a chance to I have to go and play in the next one, which is called Racon. We have 3 squads of stealth suits. As you can see, 1, 2, 1. 2. And third ones. Here we go. 1, 2. There we go. The 3 squads. And look, guys, enjoyed so much the tournament. There's 2 videos that come out explaining the rounds, how it went and how it felt, in terms of what happened. I had a couple of good games, 2 good games, 2 mediocre games. I scored okay-ish. I'm just viewing the channel while I'm actually on my tablet, which is to the side of me, while I'm talking to you guys, so I can keep an eye on the chat, so I can interact with you a little better. But yeah, so had 2, as I said, 2 good games where I won, and 2 games where I was close, only lost by a few points, and then 1 game where I played Subterranean Assault and got to see what Shadow of the Warp does, which was absolutely not fun at all. So as you can see, there is 20 Crew Carnivores, 2 squads of 10. I took those mainly for screening. 110 was for screening, the other 10 was for actually getting up into the center battlefield and trying to make the first, that center point objective sticky, really just to get me, hopefully whoever I was playing wasn't quick enough to get onto it at the end of T1, meaning that I could get 3 victory points in T2. Didn't happen all the time. It was a little bit painful, a little bit frustrating, but yeah, as you can see, there's 20 guys there. Hopefully you can see them all. Excuse the mess on the desk. There is just mess everywhere. I've not had a huge amount of time to be able to get into it. I was saying earlier when I first jumped on that I've actually gone back to play some sport, and I've been playing cricket. So last week was the first game back, and oh geez, oh boy, was I quite sore. Not quite as sore as I am today when my toe got absolutely smashed into by a ball while I was bowling. So a little bit annoying, a little bit painful, but that's what it is. So yeah, so you see there's 20 carnivores there, and I use them for screen blocking and hopefully a little bit of thanks very much. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't actually paint these. A mate of mine who runs our friendly local game store, Guff, played a tournament last year, just after the Tau Codex came out, and played nothing but Kroot. So he borrowed my Kroot, and they were all in base coat, and he went ahead and painted them for me. This was the colour scheme I chose. I will not take ownership of painting those, but that's the colour scheme I chose, given that I'm running the idea is to run an ice planet theme, so all my guys are on a planet that's coated in nothing but ice. Think, Hoth from Star Wars. That was the vibe and the idea behind that. So, but yeah. So yeah, so that is all of the first plate of units that I took to the Bendigo Open. I'll get the next lot out in a moment. I'm just got to put these back in the case. And then we have the second lot coming out, and here we go. Took a Riptide. Again, the plasma ion. He is actually in 2 pieces so that he could be easily transported, and I could not worry too much. And the plasma on top. Yes, that what you can see in my paint collection is only 2 of the 4 containers of paint, or lots of paint that I have ready to go. I have a little bit more either side of where my actual paint is, and here we go. I've got my Ghost Keel. Again, as you can see there, the theme for the entire army is to make it look like they are, as I said before, from Hoth, supposed to be stormtroopers, as you can see, about to drop in, which this was painted by a friend of mine, Ash, who did an amazing job, and that is my Farsight as Darth Vader, which hopefully everyone likes. Let's bring it up so you can have a closer look. Hopefully that's gonna zoom properly. There we go. I'll just slowly rotate so it doesn't freak it out too much. But yeah, there we go. We have a Farsight that is supposed to be Darth Vader. It's the nice red glowy sword was the reason of that. It's supposed to be like Darth Vader's lightsaber. And then we have 2. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And I do have to say that for those that have recently subbed, look, it's just, yeah, it's been amazing. A bit of a whirlwind again. We jumped really quickly. So I will be running a competition that'll get posted up in the next 24, 48 hours roughly around the 250 sub mark, and there will be one when we hit 500, as I did for the 100 subs. So if you are following along, listening, watching, popping in and out, you get to watch this later on. As you can see, sorry, we'll finish this off. One I ran with twin, I didn't put it on him, but the fusion blasters for the dangerousness with the ion cannon and the fusion blades enhancement. And then the other one has the frag attachment, which is what I ran, and it is definitely the skill was what I used. This guy's got a purple eye, which hopefully people can see. Might be a little bit hard. That was a little bit difference. And then we run a lot of crisis suits. So as you can see here, I've got 3 of the pretty sure these are the Fire Knives, or the Star Size one, or 2, the Flamer burst cannon ability option. So I ran dual flamers. The point was to deal with all of the hordes or infantry, which they did a really good job. So that was a great bonus and a really good help, having those guys to jump in, and they started on the table. To be honest, the next lot of stuff, these guys, obviously you will see, here we go. I have 2 squads of these that I ran with the 2 commanders and the Cold Star commanders, and here they all are. Ran dual fusion blaster and ran 2 lots of these guys with the commanders in deep strike, the ability to blow stuff up. They did a very good job. Fall back and shoot definitely helped with a few bigger models, but yeah, the very last lot of models coming up are what ran with Farsight, which obviously I went with, as you can see, there's one now, with the double plasma. I'll shoot these guys out of the way. So yeah, here we go, double plasma. Ran those with Farsight, ability to drop in, re-roll on wounds and damage. Yeah, just heaps and heaps of fun. It was really good. I don't have anything to complain about. Like, they did their job. Farsight ran into stuff and punched it afterwards with his blade. But yeah, there's the army. That is everything that I took to Bendigo Open, and will be everything that I take to RatCon, obviously, except for there will be 5 more Vespered Stingwings, because points cuts. So luckily there was a little bit of point cutting in with the oops, I'm having a little bit of trouble stacking all these buggers back together. There was a little bit of point cutting in the last balanced data slate for Tau. Crisis Troops went down a touch, as did Broadsides, which really helped. Made life a little bit easier, or make life a little bit easier. But yeah, these are the actual 4 of the 5 started but not finished with thank you so much. Thank you so much there, Ezra. I really appreciate that. But yeah, these are the guys that will be going into my unit. That'll be finished painting. I do have a few other bits and pieces that I'm possibly going to trial out. I got a Crutox with the rider in bits, so it's got to be, obviously, there we go. He will have to be painted and whatnot. Will be very similar scheme color-wise. I'm going to possibly go... I have the blue that went on those other Fires Brain, wow. The other Crew Carnivores. So the base colour for those Crew Carnivores is actually the, if I can find the right length, the Frost Hurt Contrast. That's the colour that I use. I got a friend of mine to paint them. And then I've got all the other bits and pieces that it was done to sort all of that out. So, as I was saying, going to go up in the next 24 to 48 hours will be a post around the competition that I will run for hitting the 250 sub marker. And again, as I said, once we hit 500, I will do the same. It'll go across all platforms that I have, both Instagram and Facebook. You can find me at Redblurr Gaming on both. And yeah, I will post on there, and the requirements will be, I would like a picture, Warhammer related, be it models you're working on, some cool artwork you've done or seen or found, and just the date and your name, alias, gamer tag, whatever you want to put down. But yeah, that will be going up, and it'll be, the last prize was, I think it was either $10 or $15 in your currency. So whether you're in the US, the UK, anywhere in the world, Australia, New Zealand. So this time we will be doubling that. So we will go to about $20 to $30 will be roughly the price point, and then when we hit 500, it'll be 50. When we get to 1,000, it'll be 100. But yeah, really, guys, I really appreciate that everyone has, subbed, sticks around, interacts with my videos. It makes me feel good. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun and enjoy what I'm doing, and just share my my experiences along the way. As I said, there's 2 more videos gonna go up in the next 24 to 48 hours around the games that I played at Bendigo Open. The slides have all been completed. I actually realised that the videos that I did have up didn't have any video. I had video. Didn't have any audio. Funnily enough, the microphone I was using didn't wasn't charged the first time, and then I didn't turn it on the second time. So I felt like a bit of a deal, but we all make mistakes, and as I'm, fairly new to this, it's going to happen. I do want to apologise for the fact that I got a lot of videos up, and then everything kind of dropped off. I was working a shift work and was able to do a lot of recording and posting during the week and during the day. So that helped a little bit. But now it's got to be a lot of recording on weekends, which I have been trying to do, so I can get that stuff up for you. And also in future there will be a bit of other stuff going up. I have some Age of Sigmar and some Old World that I will be painting and posting. And there will be more Tau videos because I have a bit of other stuff that I need to prime, paint, post that I want to add, so that I've got quite a selection in my army to be able to do a lot of choice making. Like, there is another squad of crosser suits that have been primed and started to be worked on that have got to be finished. I've got here's half a broadside battle suit, another one that's got to be finished being built and then primed. As in the corner here, there is some more Fire Warriors as well as some Pathfinders that have got to be cleaned up. They're the old Pathfinders, old colours. I've got a Hammerhead that's got to be finished off, as you can see there. I do have the rail rifles attachment here for it. I have painted it slightly, and then we'll need to paint the rest of it. I think I'm going to paint some silver around the rim here. Maybe I'll just dry brush it, and then I can glue in place. It's got, as you can see, the window on this has got the front driver's window has got to be done on the light. I need to clean up the the guns on the front. I've got SmartLink missile systems for this that have got to be cleaned up. But yeah, I'm getting some stuff done. This is supposed to look similar fashion and shape to, and I can get it out, the Devilfish. So Devilfish, Hammerhead, I'm going to have one of each. I've got another Hammerhead there I can build. I think I'm going to build the Skyray missile when I get around to it. I won a prize at that actual... Mention. Man, that's awesome. I'm so happy. That's amazing. Have you posted that up on your channel yet, man? Because if so, I've definitely got to go out and have a look at that. I want to see what you've done, what you've chosen to do, because that'll be awesome, as. So that's good to know. Man, that's good. Triple M is in the house, guys. If you want, look, not if you want. I'm going to say it. Go and give my man a follow. Have a look at his work. Does some amazing stuff. And there is a lot of amazing artists out there who follow me. Some of them are mates of mine, and some of them aren't. The ones that do, like, I really appreciate everyone who comes along, likes, follows, has a look at what I do. But yeah, please tell me if you've posted that, man, because I would really appreciate seeing what you've done. But as I said, if you missed it, I did a massive. You might have to go back and have a look at the start, brother. Of all the units that I took to Bendigo Open, I was hoping that I was able to film. Yeah, man, I'd love to see that. Well, maybe when I jump off, you can pop on up, and I'll come and have a look and a visit. But yeah, that would be awesome, dude. That was cool. I definitely want to see it. I'm 100% keen. I love seeing what everyone else is doing out there. 1 second. Um, I love seeing what everyone's. Yeah, 100%. Chuck it up when it's done if you have to. If you don't want to do it straight away, that's great. I cannot wait to see what you've done, man. And you do some awesome work. And yeah, so I really appreciate everyone that has followed, has subscribed, likes my content, and yeah. Right now, I think that might be all. I know you've jumped in late, brother, but it is what it is. I've got a few bits and pieces to work on that I will be posting over the next couple of days. As I said, I will get those videos out for the last couple of parts of Benny Open, which both of the two videos that have come out, I won both my games. Um, Played against Blood Angels, which I won, and then against Admech, and I won that game too. Both people are from my local group, so it was good. Gave me a little bit of yeah. All right, sounds good. I will then pull the pin here. For those of you that are here, thank you very much for coming. I'm going to pull stream. I will again next weekend. Hopefully, be able to be on live. As I was saying, I've got RatCon coming up. There will be, unfortunately, won't be any live gameplay. I did get the equipment to be able to film my games, but unfortunately, the organisers have said not this year, which is cool. It's their tournament, and I don't want to pressure anyone into having to go to a tournament and be videoed. But yeah, there is some videos going to be coming soon of games. The boys at the friendly local game store at Guff are super cool about me filming. They've got no qualms about it, so I'll set up maybe one weekend and try and play a couple of games there and film and be able to do what I do. And then they'll come up and be on stream. But yeah, as I said, there's going to be some AOS stuff go up, some old world. I've got some old world stuff that I was painting, which are just here. They're pretty shoddy. Some Lother and Seaguard, which they remind me of Lord of the Rings. I've got just they came in to get them. You got them in like lots of free with the paint pack for Warhammer. So yeah. Anyway, as I said, guys, I'm gonna jump off, but be on the lookout for the competition for hitting 250 subs, and obviously when we get to 500, there will be another one go up as well. So thank you very much, and Triple M, I will be in your live ASAP. Once it's up, brother, I am jumping off mine. So guys, again, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.